there is no such a thing as anti-aging or looking younger. In this show, a makeup artist will illuminate us how to embrace our lines and how to feel better or good with our skin and who we are at a certain age. Hello everyone, I am Valentina, the host of this show called Aging Beauty. My guest today is Michelle Montes, a makeup artist and a registered cosmetologist, and she will tell us all about why women need to use makeup even at a certain age as we are growing and getting mature. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Valentina.
How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine, and thank you for coming to the show
It's
today.
my pleasure.
So, tell me first about a little bit about yourself. What does being a makeup artist means to you?
For me, as the word says, artist, I see makeup as art on the living. So it's living art. And I feel that just with a few enhancements, a few tweaks, I have my clients looking at themselves in the mirror, smiling with confidence. And I've actually had people come to me and say, I had this big presentation and you did my makeup, and I walked into the room feeling like I owned that room. And that sense of giving my clients that power and confidence is what makeup means to me.
And sometimes that is really necessary, right?
Yes.
Because some people, when they grow older, they might feel invisible.
Yes.
Right?
I agree.
And so having a good makeup that make your face so vibrant,
Yes.
even a certain age, makes anyone feel
All
good.
ages.
And it's all about feeling good with what you have, not copying and being somebody else.
Yes.
Right?
I agree.
Yeah. So I noticed that some women, as they mature, they don't use much makeup anymore.
Yes.
What do you say about that?
I feel as you get older, you don't need to stop using makeup. I, in fact, encourage women of a certain age to continue using makeup. It's just that you have to change your techniques and maybe a few products, because what works for you in your 20s will definitely not work for you as you get older.
Right. And you know, some women are afraid of having the makeup into the wrinkles.
Yes.
Right?
That does happen for a lot of reasons. But the idea is to have, as we get older, our skin tends to get drier.
Right.
So that is something we need to address, and changing formulations. You need to be using foundations that are not very matte, that are lighter, that are more glowy. That is what is going to help you avoid all of that makeup settling into the lines. And yes, powdering, not too much of it. You have to reduce the powdering as you get older.
Exactly. So the phrase, well, let me go to the powder room to powder my nose is not really a good thing
Not
to do.
always. Now, I'm talking about this day and age where technology, where the makeup industry, the cosmetics industry, there's a lot of technology now that is being used in that. So the products have evolved.
Right.
So they are catering to women of all ages, and we should embrace that.
Absolutely, I agree. What do you think about, like, I think a hairdresser, when a hairdresser cuts a hair, should take in consideration the shape of the cranius, not so much of the style that the person wants. I want that style, I want to look like that. I think it should have in consideration the shape of the cranius, the jaw lines, and the eyes shapes. What do you think? Is it the same with the makeup?
Oh, definitely. But I don't consider faces when I have my clients in front of me. I don't consider their faces canvases. They're not. They're human beings. They're unique with unique features, and my job is to identify their beautiful features and enhance them.
Right.
So
So when you enhance the feature of a person, what do? You use certain colors, or they are contrasting of the rest of the makeup, or you use certain techniques to shape like a geometric stroke
it
of
is
the brush.
both. It's both.
Uh-huh.
It's the formulation of the product, it's the color of the product, it's also your technique. All of that together is what brings out every person's unique features.
Right.
And you have to identify that. You can't just do cookie cutter formulations for everybody.
For everyone.
And it
It's
does not work like
right,
that.
Right, okay. So as we get older, like you said before, our texture changes. You know, the pupils become darker, or the eyes, become darker. The bags under the eyes, and what do you do to hide all of that? And also the teeth get yellow. But here, I mean, in this country, people go to the dentist
Yes.
and have it whitened, and so there's not much problem there. But it all costs money to have all
Yes.
these, treatment.
Yeah.
But can you achieve something of the sort, to change the texture, to change
Yes.
just with
Not
makeup?
I would say for texture, it is more on the skincare side that you have your skincare routine down. You don't have to have a 12-step routine, but your basic cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen, all of these really help. I mean, if you're going to bed, make sure you put, I know it's a little controversial, but maybe put a little bit of Vaseline over your moisturizer to seal it in.
Right.
That gives you the extra hydration. Make sure you clean your makeup and sunscreen off every night, not going to bed. That is a rule that everybody at any age has to follow. So more for that. On the makeup side, it is more that you soften everything. You don't want harsh lines. You don't want the focus to be where you don't want it to be. So that's where I would go with that.
So have you heard about olive oil being used on skin instead of any moisturizer?
Both have different jobs. A moisturizer not only gives, it depends on the moisturizer you use, but not only gives you oils, but it also gives you moisture, water into your skin. As we get older, the skin does tend to get drier. So you want to lock that hydration in. So you do your moisturizer and then put the oil. That would be good.
Is the same with coconut oil?
I would not put coconut oil on the face, mainly because it's one of the most comedogenic products. It tends to collect in the pores and then cause blackheads. So maybe not coconut oil. Coconut oil I feel is good for the hair, but not for the face.
Not for the face, okay. And how about doing cleansing or treatment of the face with natural products like fruits and yogurts and things of that sort? There is one thing that I do, I must say. If I want to energize my skin, I just take a plain yogurt with no flavor and put coffee ground in it. Not used coffee ground, but not fresh. Used. Fresh. And then I mix it in, and then I just use it on my face. It tingles because the coffee ground is supposed to excite you, right? And What do you think?
Not everything not everything natural gives you much. Yes, I love the yogurt on the face. Coffee grounds, not so much, because I feel that when you grind them, they're not rounded edges. They have sharp edges. So when you kind of rub it on your skin, it may cause micro tears,
Okay.
which could damage the skin instead of healing. So if you want to do something like that, maybe just use yogurt. Yogurt has lactic acid in it, so you can use that. It's a much gentler version.
Right.
It will still give you the brightness.
With nothing in it, just yogurt.
Just
and-
yogurt is
yeah,
good. I'm
nice.
Indian, so we do
Yeah.
a lot of these big. We're really big on the natural things, but
Right,
yeah,
right.
yogurt with a little bit of turmeric, with a little bit of chickpea flour. Chickpea flour is
Chickpea
softer,
flour, right.
so you use that as an exfoliant instead of
That is
coffee
good
grounds.
thing. Yeah, chickpea flour. So you can either buy or make your own,
Yeah.
grind your own
Yeah.
chickpeas, and, right? Oh, that's nice. I should try that.
Try that. That is
Yeah.
actually really good. It's one of my favorite
Yeah,
ones.
all right. And then, so how about the lighting? When you use makeup, do you try to introduce lighting into your makeup? Light, not lighting.
Light,
light
brightness into
yeah.
Of course, because that's what makes the skin look fresh. So using a liquid highlighter, just a few drops, mix it into your foundation. It gives you that glow. Use
Highlighter, okay.
cream products instead of powder, like a blush. Use a cream blush instead of a powder blush. That'll help you keep that glow in the skin. And yeah, try and give yourself, stay away from the matte products is what I would say.
Right.
Even for your lip color, don't go for the mattes. That would always, like we were talking earlier, it kind of makes it look too harsh.
Okay.
And what we're trying to achieve is softening everything.
Right, right. So the what I was thinking more of light into the makeup is the contrast from dark to light into the makeup, the games of dark to light.
Like contouring,
Yeah, things of that sort. Yeah.
I feel that ages you further. So I would, as you get older, I'm not a big proponent of the stripes on the face and a lot of contouring, if I can help it.
Okay.
I feel that ages you. So that does not,
You
I don't
so?
think that works,
Yeah.
especially as we get older.
Right, right. Do you think, I know many don't agree with this, but do you think that for mature women is very important to use lipstick, and especially red lipstick? I love red lipsticks. I've been wearing it for centuries.
Wow.
I can't get away from it. So I hope your answer is positive, because
Well,
what else would I do?
I highly recommend lipsticks, especially when you get older, because I feel the focus, when a person looks at you, the focus has to land somewhere, and we've already made everything else soft.
Yeah.
So we want to pull the focus towards the mouth and not have a a nude lip color. That just washes you out. We don't want that.
Right.
You want undertones of red.
Right.
Okay, it could be a cool red, it could be a warm red, some coral, something like that, with a little bit of shine, and that's going to really liven up the face.
Do you know, I like to think of the face. Do you know, I'm a designer, I'm an interior designer, right? But what I think of a face, I see it as a building, a house. The eyes are the windows.
Yes.
In fact, it has been said, the eyes are the windows of your soul.
Oh, yes.
Right? The hair is the roof. The mouth is the door,
Oh, wow.
the entry door.
I hadn't thought
So
of
what
that.
do we do when we remodel a home? We decorate the entry door in a certain way, a color that not only is attractive, but it will sell for the next buyer,
True.
right?
And
if you have
it's-
a red door, sells much faster than a white door.
Oh yes, I
Okay.
agree. And it also invites, it's inviting. When people show up at your door, they would love to come in, right?
Exactly.
So a red lipstick
Yeah.
is inviting somebody to have a conversation with you.
Exactly. Yes.
So
So red lipstick is good at
it's
any
good
age.
at any age.
Any age. But on that note, I have to say I have painted my entry door in leopard,
Oh wow,
like a leopard skin.
that's fascinating.
So it has nothing to do with the red lipsticks. I used to have a wine-colored entry door,
Oh, that's stunning. Also,
and then after so many years, I got tired of it and painted it leopard skin.
see, and like makeup, you can
Yeah.
change it up. You don't have to stick
Exactly.
to what
Exactly.
you already have. And
Yeah. So what is the biggest mistake that women make with makeup?
not, I feel it's not setting up their skin to lay the makeup. So if your
Okay.
skin is not prepped to have the makeup will either slide off or it'll get into all the fine lines and wrinkles, and that's the opposite of what we're trying to achieve.
So setting on the makeup is about foundation, or is about what they call it, prime?
Prime,
It's like you prime the walls?
yes, it's something like
the
that.
same thing?
Yes, but you can do it with skincare. Your moisturizers, your serums, they're all there to create a primer wall for your foundation to lay on smoothly so it does not get into all the nooks and crannies, if you can say
So
that.
besides, excuse me, besides the exercising, good food, drinking a lot of water, what else can a woman of maturing age do to keep the skin supple and not so, with lines and textures and
It comes down to skincare. Have a good enough cleanser that does not dry out your skin. That's important. A moisturizer that feels good on your skin. A sunscreen. It doesn't matter what age you are, a sunscreen is a must because sun damage is cumulative. That means once it is damaged, it can't go backwards. You are adding the damage.
so skincare. For a sunscreen, you put it only when you go out in the morning, or
Every 2 hours.
every 2 hours.
Yes.
But if you have makeup,
Makeup
on,
on.
then how do you do?
That is a struggle that has been around for quite a while. Thankfully, now the industry has woken up. So now you have these sunscreen powders, you have sunscreen sprays that you can actually spray on or apply over your makeup.
Over the makeup.
Yes.
And it still works.
It still works, though you still need your base sunscreen first. That is added protection. That's not enough if you don't have anything in beforehand.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And you can put it over your makeup?
Yeah.
Really?
You can just spray it on, or it's like a face powder. You get shiny over time. You use that powder instead.
Oh, okay. So they're easy to find, right?
They are. Now
Okay.
they are really easy
Really
to find. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about, having your color done? Like some women have their color done. And I remember a long time ago, I met a woman who got her color done when she was in her 20s. And then, like everyone, got older, and that makeup coloring did not suit her in her 60s. And I remember she had her lips tattooed in purple because she was a autumn, I think.
Okay.
She was told she was an autumn girl, and so her makeup was all about coloring of autumn. But she had her lips tattooed in purple, and when she was in her 60s with gray hair, not gray, but salt and pepper, which I think for the women are the worst thing, I think. And the purple lipstick just did not look good at all. So what do you do when, as far as I know, women should not women, but everybody should change their colors every 5 years.
I agree with you.
right?
The whole getting your colors done is back in fashion.
It is?
And yes, it is. Everyone's doing it. And now it's being translated to makeup, but I don't agree with that. Because you use makeup to change what you're feeling and what
Right.
is the effect you want to produce. If
Right.
you want attention, you would do contrasting colors to your outfit or
Right.
your eye color. If you want to be harmonious, you want to blend in, you would do like a color that matches you, that's neutral for you. So it depends, it totally depends on what effect is what you're trying to achieve.
I agree, because it also has to do with the way you feel.
Yes.
What's really inside of you in that moment? How you want to feel? Like you want to have smoky eyes because maybe you feel you want to look for a new love and you have smoky eyes. And I'm not sure, but I think I never give myself this explanation. But makeup is for me is a second nature, you know, like the same thing. I wash my hair, I do my makeup, or
Yeah.
you know, I get up in the morning, I have coffee. It's just don't give
It's
any
routine for
right,
you.
it's routine. So as I feel my emotion and my how the day will go, that's the way I change makeup.
I agree. I mean,
Right.
if you have an important meeting, if you have a presentation, if you're going to be on stage,
Right.
you can't do your regular makeup. You're going to blend in. You're not going to make a statement.
Exactly.
So
right.
you have to
Exactly.
be
right.
able to present, and that
Right.
makeup can be a pretty powerful tool for that.
Right. So it has a language of its own.
Oh, it does,
As well
yes.
as fashion and you know
Yes.
the clothes that you wear. Absolutely, they go hand in hand.
Totally.
But talking about colors, just previously we started this show. You said that you wear a lot of blacks. Tell me, why do you wear black? I mean, you are into colors because
Yes.
you do colors makeup, and why you're into black?
My biggest reason for black is, as a makeup artist, you're always trained to wear black when you're on the job. But it's just become a part of my personality, and another reason is I get to play with makeup when I'm wearing black. Everything, all types of makeup go with black, so I can enhance and
True.
display my creativity
Right.
with that.
So it's basically you think that you disappear in a way, and you let your makeup talk,
Yes.
right? Okay, I understand. Because black is, it has a certain connotation. Black is, it's a protection. It's for you. It's if you don't want people's vibes,
True,
it protects
true,
you. You
true.
know, like any black stones. But it also does not give you any light, the light that you would like to have,
Okay.
because it doesn't bring light into you, and it does not exude light out. So
That
it's
is true.
basically you're there, and it's like you don't want to be seen. And now I understand. You don't want to be seen because you want the makeup to do
speak.
the job,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And also, if you're working on somebody else, you want your light not to shine on
Yes.
their faces, on
I
their
mean, if you do
right?
a wedding, and the bride is being photographed getting ready, I don't want to be stealing her thunder.
Okay.
If you're wearing black, you're kind of blending into the background.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
works.
Yeah. So, what is your? Do you have a motto for your makeup
yes.
artistry?
Oh, yes. I've been doing this for 18 years, so it has come, I've come a long way, and I've finally, not finally, but I've kind of figured out what my motto is. It's, I feel makeup helps you look elevated, and it gives you the effect that it's amazing in front of the camera and in person. It elevates you to that level. It doesn't matter if you're in front of a camera, if you're in amongst people, you make a statement.
But also, you don't want people to say, "Oh, what a nice makeup you have,"
Never.
right?
Never. It is my aim is always to have people say, "Oh my God, you look lovely," not
Right.
"Your makeup looks lovely."
Right. Okay. That's better,
Yes.
right? You don't want people to say, "Oh,
No,
your
makeup
makeup."
should not wear you. You should be wearing the makeup.
Right. Right. So, this has been very enlightening talk about why we should have, or I didn't say should, but we need to continue to have the practice of looking good,
It's self-care.
self-care, self-love,
Yes.
and about aging, there is nothing we can do about it. As we are born,
No.
we are going to end
No,
one day.
I feel
But-
aging is a badge of honor.
Okay,
It's
yes.
your experiences
Yes.
that you earned.
Absolutely. So we need to keep that in mind, that we're not going to get any younger at any age. So might as well embrace what we
Yes.
have, love it, and just be happy. And that's the only thing that counts, right?
I agree.
Okay, so we leave it with that. And in the meantime, I think the show is coming down to an end. And I just want to thank the crew for this show that helped me out making this fabulous thing. And thank you, Michelle, for being here.
My pleasure,
You've
Valentina.
been very informative. And we'll see you next time. And as I always say, peace, love everyone. Bye.